I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
Yeah, I hope I got this fixed already. Now I'm back. I'm back. Now I forgot. I ain't forget. I'm trying to remember where I was left off at because my Wi-Fi wasn't working right. So let me go to where I was at. Right. Let me go to where I was at. It seems to me though he's having problems. It seems to me though he's having technical difficulties, and it seems that I was the one who had technical difficulties because something wrong with my Wi-Fi. And here's Queen saying, "Oh, well, this is how you started. You want? I missed this live. I bet it's funny. I'll check out later. I'm going back to sleep. I should have called you to tell you to end this live stream because what happened, Queen? If you are awake, I don't know. I'm not sure. Um, something happened during this, and then Stanley supposed to show up, and then all of a sudden, let's talk about that, right? Hold on. If Stanley wants to come back on the panel, if Stanley wants to come, yeah. Stanley said I can't hear me, but I hear you, and then yeah. I don't know. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Let me do something real quick because somebody is gonna have to get this work. Let me go in this chat room real quick. Somebody gonna have to get this work for real. All right, hold on. Let me see who's in this chat room. Come on, chat room. Tell me who's in the chat room or not. So let me go ahead and say this straight up. I noticed when I was on DJ Witch Doctor's channel, somebody was trying to pay a bounty on me. Let me help you out. You might want to shut the fuck up. Now, you went to Soul Provider's channel and you said, yes, that's what I did. I went because I saw Soul Provider so I saw Soul Provider in my chat room. Then I click on Soul Provider's live stream on my phone. Then I saw what was said on Soul Provider's chat room and live stream. Then I went back to DJ Witch Doctor's live stream, and then I see your black ass. Let me tell you something. Do not play the victim when I roast your stupid ass. Don't play no victim. Okay? You are the parasite that Reg was talking about a few months ago. Okay? You hang around with them niggas, don't act surprised when I cut your ass loose. Because I don't know what your fucking problem is. See, you, women like you, no, ain't just women, but because you're a woman, I know you, what you gonna do is, oh, Big J's taking me as a, nah, because you hang around with them niggas over there, right? So you hang around with those no good ass men over there. So let me help your ass out. Every question you ask, I'm gonna answer to you. Yes, Big J believes you and those joking ass niggas, them niggas who joke a lot, who think everything's a damn game, who refuse to sit there and act like an adult. Yes, you are beneath me. I don't give a damn how old your ass is. I don't give a fuck what your gender is. I don't give a rat's ass what your race is, what your sexual orientation is. I don't give a damn if you're Jew or Gentile. I could give a rat's ass if you're Christian or Muslim. I don't give a damn if you're an elk or a, what's it called? Not elk and what's the other group? I don't give a damn what your ass is. But the moment you show immaturity around me, I get the fucking rid of your ass. I hope we understand one another. Shatera. I hope we understand one another. See, here's the thing. I put money on the books as well. Because I know bitch made niggas in this space like I put bounties on people. That's why that bounty concept is trash. Because anybody can be talking about some serious shit, which I was. But you brought your childish ass in that chat room, in DJ Witch Doctor's chat room. And tried to disrupt what the conversation, what the discussion was about. We was having a serious adult conversation. And you brought your busybody ass, your busybody female, to disrupt what grown people was talking about. Let's get that straight up for you and for everyone else involved. All what you did, Shatera, was showing yourself to be who the fuck you are. And then you ask these stupid ass questions. Well, Big J, do you think though, Big J, did like you say that white supremacists respect you more than us? Yes. Yes, they do. But I'm their enemy. See, but the problem is with them, my intellect scares them. Y'all's problem is the lack of yours is the real problem. Everything's supposed to be a fucking joke. Everything's supposed to be a Ren and Stimpy cartoon. Everything is supposed to be Looney Tunes. Everything's supposed to be Beavis and Butthead. That's you niggas. Male or female, you're always on some goofy ass shit. Especially when grown people, grown men and grown women are having a serious discussion. The shit about Jay Rillo, that's a serious discussion. Floyd Wallace, that's a serious discussion. But you and that punk ass Richard Conley and all you niggas want to do bounties when we're having serious discussions over topics like that. You niggas get up in the fucking way. And you niggas been in the way. And then you ask stupid ass questions about, see, and that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Who's in the chat room? What's going on, love wisdom? Now I have to do a part 2 to this. Love wisdom. I had to do a part 2 to this because my internet cut out on me. Now I have to wait for I don't know how long I have to wait, like a fucking hour to get myself right back up. And you know what? This reminds me, I just paid for this internet not too long ago. And the motherfucker's gonna cut me off. Motherfucker, I paid y'all 3 days ago. See, shit like this pissed me off. Now I'm in the middle of my mojo, and I get cut off in the middle of the shit. Now, since I'm back on, and it better not happen again, because I will stop doing this fucking I'll stop doing. I'll cut this fucking internet provider off and find me a new one. I'm paying all this amount of money. I'm paying all this $70 for this shit. $78.25 for this goddamn internet. See, shit like that pissed me off. Now, Sharon was over here. And that was an ample time for me to get up in Sharon's ass where I wanted him to be at. Now, I thought it was Sharon doing... At first, I thought it was Sharon Sharon's internet. Then when Stanley tried to get up in here, then I noticed there was a problem. Then I noticed though I wasn't even being heard because everything was cut off. Like, what the fuck going on? But anyway, I'm back on here. Right? I'm back on here. She said I couldn't resist saying that. So we're having a serious discussion. And you Negroes who are 30, 40, 50 years old want to do some whole ass shit with the bounties. Shatera, that should tell your ass that adults need to take shit over. The adults need to come into the room because there's people around here like you who's supposed to be grown. See, I'm gonna tell you what my problem is, and MOT's right about this shit, right? Stop expecting stupid people to be smart. You're grown. It's my mistake that I expect y'all to act the age that you're supposed to be right. See, that's been my mistake. I expect you niggas to act like you got some sense. I expect you to act like if you're 45 years old, I expect you act 45. If your ass is 35 years old, I expect you act 35. If you're 55 years old, I expect you, and so forth and so forth. I expect you to act the age that you are. So when grown men and grown women are having a serious discussion, and the parameters of that discussion, y'all want to drop bounties. And you got your narrow ass up in DJ Witch Doctor's chat room and type those stupid ass questions that has nothing to do with the topic. And then you try to put out a bounty out when nobody up on that panel was acting a fucking fool, and you did it because you want money from fucking Richard Connolly. See, I'm gonna say this right there. Anybody who's associated with Reg or associated with Chat Mafia, take your ass up and out of here. If you associate with the fucking ass the Viper Pit, take your ass on somewhere else. Y'all been a problem. You been a fucking problem. Oh, and Candy Cane, shout out to you for the donations. I wasn't looking for donations, but shout out for the donation you gave me. I just checked my email. Shout out to you. All right. But yeah. Y'all got to grow up. And it's like what me and Full Circle said 2 years ago. Now back then it was 2025 or 2024, and I said, I said that it's 2024, and I said you can't be dumb in 2024. You cannot afford to be stupid in 2025. I said that later on. Then I said, now I'm going to say you cannot afford to be stupid and dumb and childish around me in 2026. I don't give a fuck about, you know, and I saw Soul Provider talking about, I support you. Fuck you, nigga. Because the thing is, if you support me, you wouldn't be disrespecting me and shit. That goes for everybody. It's the disrespect shit I have a problem with. The childish ethics got to go. If you thought as a child, you need to be stayed where at a child place. See, the problem with a lot of y'all is you have arrested development. What's going on, Stanley? Stanley, I'm gonna give you the link because what happened earlier? Something happened to my internet provider. Booted me off and shit. You know, they went ahead and booted me off. So you know, I'm back on. No one know I paid that damn bill. Don't you ever sit there and booted me off talking about, oh, you didn't pay the bill. Fuck you. Yes, I did. What does this December 28th, 2025 supposed to mean, nigga? Is it in a fucking ad? You see the invoice. What's going on, Stanley?
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, what's going on?
Nothing much.
Hold on. Yeah. Let me... We are back. So, what's going on?
You know what? Nothing much. I was listening to Nightish's show and saw you came back on, so I figured I would switch channels. Can you hear me? Oh boy. Uh if anyone can hear me,
Okay.
hey Candy.
Okay. VDub said it's the app. Okay. Can you hear me? I just heard you.
Yeah,
Stanley.
I can hear you now.
Okay. Good. We're you know, shit. Yeah. I was pissed off about the last live stream. That pissed me off. But yeah, especially when Sharon showed up over here. I'm about to get up in his ass though. You know, I'm about to get up in his ass now, and I'm assuming he's on his channel whining.
Yeah, I think he went live. I don't generally, sometimes I'll catch his show, but that relationship stuff doesn't really interest me that much. You know, having like 40 and 50-year-old people talking about dating is not my thing.
Right. I be looking at it like, really? You talk about relationships all the time? Really? That's why I called them over there Mary Sales. I refer to them as Mary Sales because it's like you're not getting laid. It's almost like you're not. It's like, yeah, yeah. Let's think about it, Stanley. Let's think about it. Why should you worry about what another man, wife, or another woman's husband doing?
I don't know. I guess I feel, if I think a lot of people maybe are in his audience. I understand that this relationship stuff is important, but I think they talk about a lot of exceptions. My experience, and I'm way out of the dating market and all that, but I got a 19-year-old son in college. Um, it's not that bad out there. He seems to be doing fine. And I'm not saying my experience is universal, but I sometimes listen to this stuff and just shake my head like, where is this happening? And maybe y'all need to just move to a different place, if it's that bad.
That's why though, you know, I call it the Tyler Perry sector, because the reason why I call it the Tyler Perry sector is because I watched that movie called Why Did I Get Married? Right? They sound like that movie. If you listen to these niggas over there talk how Sharon and Brownsville and E the Man over there talk, right? And I'm like, wait a minute. That's all y'all talk about is relationships and relationships and relationships and then try to do this homoerotic phobic talk about use misquoting the Bible and all that stuff on trying to call people real bros and all that stupid foolishness. And then I'm like, okay, niggas, can y'all talk about anything else outside of relationships? Now when they come over here and I talk about some important shit that's actually is important, they'll say some goofy shit over here and try to make about and I try to tell them the reason why there is a dating problem is not because the black woman won't let me lead, she won't submit, because that's what the red pill be talking about, right? Or black women talking about why I'm being disrespected, he won't do what I say, blah blah blah. Well, the reason why men and women in general are having relationship problems uh uh for the last 25 years is because there's a gap in education. Boys is not as educated as girls.
Dude,
Women are on that hypergamy thing, and
thank
boys is not
God.
what.
Thank God for you saying that. That's exactly what it is. No woman is obligated to follow some dummy.
Right, right.
Thank God.
And most of these red pill guys are dumb as fuck. Listen, anybody that said that quotes Kevin Samuels or quotes Tommy Sotomayor or quotes Anger Man. All these fake ass stats. Oh man, black women kicked the man out the household. That's the most atrocious lie ever made. If you actually do some research,
Right,
that never even
right.
happened.
As a matter of fact, there's a civil rights law or a law that basically, I think it was 1968, 68 or so, that forbade that.
And
Okay,
I
the
know,
government,
I
they,
know.
they literally, I can't remember the details of it. Maybe you
Uh,
can.
oh yeah, King v. Smith, Supreme Court
Yeah.
case. You
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
cannot
Yeah. Yeah.
kick, you cannot kick the man out the house.
Right. Thank you.
But if you listen to these idiots, see, I've been listening to them for like years, right? And they be regurgitating the same thing, and I'm just sitting there. I'm very I'm frustrated, right? Like, how dumb can you be? Okay, if you own that house, I'm a man and I own this house. I'm a patriarch. Okay, you're a man, right? How can a woman kick you out of your own damn house?
Well, I think it's possible, especially if you're doing a whole bunch of DV. If you're slapping
I
her
mean, I mean, I
around.
mean, I mean, I mean, yeah. DV and stuff like that. Yes, but the general rule is, how can a woman kick you out the house? How can welfare kick you out the house?
Let me ask you a question though.
Especially when you own the property you stay in. That'll make no
No
sense.
one, no one ever asks, well, why does she want to kick you out? Okay. uh, That's actually not the question I would ask. Why does she want you out of the house? What did you do?
Hmm. Yeah.
If you're not asking that question, you're really not getting to the root of the problem.
Welfare kicked me out the house. Stop the fucking cap. Y'all don't research shit. See, I'm gonna say this too. I used to believe in some of this shit when I first came in here, came in this part of YouTube. I used to believe in that shit. But all it took for me is read a book, read some articles, read
Yes.
some graphs, and then I'm looking at it like, wow, I've been told a lie here, y'all. I'm hearing all these talking points. Fuck your talking points. Give me some white paper and a blue paper.
Well, Big J, that's why when someone like you brings up books like, have you read this or have you read that? Have you looked at a newspaper? These people just basically, books. Why do I need to read a book? I just believe what I see or I saw a video. I'm like, dude, y'all sound fucking ignorant.
And,
Just
and,
because
and it's
you
like,
don't experience doesn't mean it's like, hey, does a tree make a sound if it falls in a forest? It probably does. Just because you're not there to hear it doesn't mean it doesn't make a sound.
and when you come over there and after it falls down, you see it's on the ground. Do you? You know,
It made sounds, you just weren't there to hear it.
see it.
And
Yeah,
by
it
the
made it
way,
made a
there were
sound.
probably
Yeah, yeah. It made a sound, but you wasn't there to hear it. And that's the thing though. We got people who are Gen Xers, millennials, repeating and regurgitating things that they wasn't here for. He wasn't here 19. I remember some guy talking about the movie Claudine. Yeah, man. I think it was who said that? Who said about Claudine? Claudine's a true story. Ooh. What's his name? I think they go by the name of Game Changer. Talking about I believe it was him talking about Claudine is true because you see what James Earl Jones and he got with Diane Carroll and he got in that house with all them with all the black kids and shit. And I'm
Mhm.
sitting there like, nigga, that movie was made in 1970 something, in the mid 70s. Uh, King V. Smith was created in 1968. How can you use the movie Claudine as a barometer of black society? You can't.
By the way, I hate it when people want to bring in movies. It's not like it's a bad argument, but you have to understand that James Earl Jones didn't, you know, I just I think it's weird when people want to refer to movies um, as some reference point in an argument. Um
I mean, I
I
mean,
guess it depends on how you use it.
right. It's based on how you use it, but sit there and make a political argument, a
Yeah,
out of a fictional movie as Claudine. You can't. I'm sorry. That's no. it's like you're telling the world though you lack necessary. You're telling the world you're not a learned person.
Yeah, I'm afraid I have to kind of agree with you on that. It's like, dude,
And
can't you cite a real world example?
now, if I can cite the movie 13 Days about the Cuban Missile Crisis, okay, yes, I can do that. If I can quote all the way with all the way, and we talk about about LBJ's uh contribution to the civil rights movement in 1964, I can do that. But to sit there and use Claudine, that's a movie that's just been made up by screenwriters in Hollywood or whatever, or New York somewhere, is about some guy in the Midwest city, or was it New York? I don't know, it's New York or Chicago. You know, moving into a woman's house who got all these kids. That's not talking about and trying to use that as well. The Moynihan report. It's
Yeah.
dumb.
Look, you know what? The
Yeah.
Moynihan report, dude. It blaming black people, to the extent that the Moynihan report did for it was basically just saying black people were the cause of their own issues. And I, for the life of me, have never understood the fascination with it.
And speaking about the Moynihan report, cause I don't know if you watched the um Daniel Patrick Moynihan on Meet the Press in 1965.
I have to go back and watch it. I never have. I've heard about it.
Right. Now, when he was talking about the Moynihan report, I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. He's not talking about all black people. He's talking about the slums.
Oh, boom. Yes.
He was really talking about the slums because even when he was talking, about on Meet the Press. Now, when people said the slums, people was not talking about most black people live where? In the South, the rural South. Right?
Well, I don't.
So
the thing is, somebody. No, go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted, but you're absolutely right. Most black people don't live in the hood.
Right. Most black people at that time in 1964, 65 did not live in the slums of New York or the slums of New York and Chicago. Most black people was in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and the Carolinas.
Florida also.
In Florida, but in all these small towns in the South, those were not slums. The real slums was in the northern cities. So that's when he was talking about on Meet the Press. But yet, if you let BIGJ Igmore talk, if you let him talk and tell it, it's because of black women, and black women brought down black men because black women tried to put feminism inside the civil rights law in '64, and then they blah 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 blah.
Well, the history of that. The original Civil Rights Act didn't have sex as a protected class.
Right.
It was a
did not.
white congresswoman. Her name escapes me. Like
No. It was a Southern segregationist. He put the sex part into the Civil Rights Act and tried to, because what he was trying to do was, okay, since it's going to pass, I'm going to okay, when they see people don't read history and how legislation is how amendments is used in legislation. So he added the amendment of adding women's rights into the Civil Rights Act of '64 in order to torpedo it, because some of the northern men was not backing Kennedy's what's it called, the Lead Better Act of 1961 or 62, something like that. So when he was hedging the bet. Well, let me include this in because it was going to break the Northern Democrat, Northern Republican, the Northern states, coalition for the Civil Rights Act, but it backfired. It ended up backfired because they when they voted for it anyway.
There's
But
a
if you let
clip.
these niggas, you go ahead.
There's a clip of I cannot remember the congresswoman's name, but she literally says it wasn't Meet the Press. It was some conference or something at a like Brown University.
Uh-huh.
This was maybe 1971, 72, but she literally says that white women were afraid that black women would have some privileges, some rights and privileges that white women would not have. I'll have to find the clip. I show it every now and again, but she was
It,
very blunt about it.
it was more like the double minority thing, where black women,
Right.
right. It was that the double the double minority argument, where white women were scared that black women was going to attain more rights than they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember who said it. Yeah. I think I know who said
I
it.
cannot remember her name right off the bat, but there's a clip on C-SPAN. There's there's a clip of it if you go and search it. And how I'm even aware of the clip, I don't know. Do you know of Iramiose Frimpong? He's a
I cannot say.
YouTuber.
Uh-huh. Oh, wait a minute. You mean that weird guy with he always had that smiley face as an avatar?
He calls himself the Funky Academic.
Right, him. Yeah. I sub to him.
Yeah, he's how I became aware of the clip. He showed it on his show a few years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't aware of it at that point. It stunned me. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, because I kind of disrupted your flow.
Right. I mean. That's why I said the other day. That's why I said I'm. That's why I said I'm. That's why I said a lot of these niggas on here are beneath me. You're talking about shit you know nothing about. You don't know how. You don't know how this dating shit that y'all talk about started from social policy.
But
You
Big J, I don't think it's a problem. I think it's really, in all honesty, and people will probably, smack me around for saying this. If you are a good person, a good man,
mm-hmm.
it may not happen with every woman you meet. It may, dude, a normal black man who is on his game and doing the right things, dude, you won't have any problems. I'm a damn nerd. I am a fucking nerd, and I've never had a problem. I didn't
Well,
get every woman I liked, but
right,
I never had
right,
a problem.
right. But the problem is what I'm saying is, if you have a class, because I keep talking about the education gap, and I keep talking about
Mhm, mhm,
the employment gap between men and women in general, right? And
mhm.
I said, um, because of boys are being fed Ritalin and Prozac during their upbringing, when they were in because they treat boys with
Psychotropic, yeah.
psychotropic medication when they're 5-6 years old. And I said, if you keep on doing this, what you
Mhm.
think is going to happen to these men to these boys when they become men? And then and women who are mainly hypergamous, they're not going to date these men because these men are still have not developed on a mentally at all. So that does factor into this relationship talk. but but people don't want to go down to the source of the problem
Right.
itself. They won't, that's why I have a problem with Sharon. He don't want to deal with him and others, and these management niggas. They don't want to deal with the origins of the problem, and I also don't want to solve that problem, because if you want to solve this problem, you really have to deal with where it started, how it was manufactured. But the niggas, they just want to make money off of other people's pain, and that's been my major problem.
Right.
So.
Well, I my personal opinion, and it's really more an anecdotal thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think America's biggest problem across demographics, it doesn't matter if you're white, black, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. It's parenting. We have forgotten as a country how to parent children. Um, I think your point about, the Ritalin and all these, psychotropics. No, I don't even think you need to spank children if you start early enough having high expectations. Um, I have raised, and granted, I'm very lucky, but I've raised my son pretty much alone from the age of 7. He was almost 8 when his mother died. And I just had high expectations. It's like, dude, don't make a C, don't bring a C in my house. Um, I expect all A's because I know what you're capable of. And lo and behold, I last time I spanked my son, he was wearing diapers. I swatted him on the diaper to get his attention. But you have to literally commit to it. Okay. I should have been running the streets, but no, I thought it was more important to make sure that this child grows up to be the kind of man who can hold his own. Because I'm not going to be here forever. He's already lost one parent. I need to be planning for when I'm not around, and I need to
Mm-hmm.
know that he's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Consequently, you know what? That dude, he he texted me one day, and I guess I was like, "Well, why haven't you called me? I haven't heard from you in a while." He goes, "Well, by the way, I have a girlfriend." So I'm like, "Well, that explains it." But dude's a nerd. But you know what? He's a good kid. He's working towards something. Now, whether he achieves it or not, I will make sure he has everything he needs to
Mm-hmm.
achieve. But my point is, dude, y'all need to fucking relax with this. I need to lead. Dude, give the woman something to follow if that's what you believe. If you are actually all that, I like strong women, but you have to be stronger than your woman if that is the way you think about things. Give her something to follow. And most of these motherfuckers that are online, why do y'all have so much time to sit on a panel and bitch and moan? Why aren't you
Mm-hmm.
out why aren't you out leading? If that is your thing. So I don't even watch like DJ Hamp and all that stuff. I don't watch those shows because they are leading YNs astray. And
Boom.
that's just my personal opinion. They offer nothing of substance to a young black man who is, doing all the right things. If you're doing all the right things, you don't need those shows.
Fact. Cause I sit there one day, right? And all I did one morning is, the DJ Hamp comes on early in the morning. So does Sharon, right? And I'm sitting there like, they be on for 8 hours, six to 8 hours. Sometimes 10, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm off from work, quote unquote. Here you go. I'm off from work. Now, you cut your live stream on at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you're in this live stream around, I don't know, 4 p.m. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, this is working hours. And y'all do this every day. Ain't nobody ain't questioning that. Like, wait a minute. Now it's rare to see me live. No, well, actually, I work nights, right? I work nights. It's rare to see me being live right now. Now it's 10:49 a.m. Central Time. It's rare for me to be up, but because it's the holidays, it's pretty much rare to have me upright right now talking. Because I either be asleep or I'm at work. You think I'm gonna waste 8 hours talking to strangers and making fun of strangers and then though I'm using and hemp is supposed to be what, a teacher or a coach, because he always talk
I
about
don't know.
coaching. Because the hemp always talk about he's a coach or some shit, and I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, you're a coach, bruh? Why ain't you in a classroom somewhere, a gym somewhere, or on somebody's football field, basketball court? And then Sharon over there. Okay, you supposed to be a construction company, but I see you and that white woman sitting there in the background. But if you supposed to be in a construction company, people have to call you on the phone. People have to tell you, can you go to this project, to this work site? Hell, if that's the case, show me your hard hat.
Well, I don't know.
See, it
I
doesn't make any
tend
sense.
to just not care that much because who knows? I mean, if you're a big enough provider, content creator, I mean, you might make enough to live on from your YouTube channel, especially if you've got it monetized and there's merch and all that sort of stuff. I'm retired.
Hmm.
I probably should be doing something more productive, but somehow or another, I wound up talking politics and culture on YouTube, and I enjoy it. I don't really care that much about the messenger, though, there are problems. Sometimes people delivering the message are not the right messenger.
Hmm.
Glenn Lowry comes to mind when I think about that. But all I'm saying is the message is fucked up. I don't really care who's delivering it. It's the message itself that's a problem. I don't really care what Sharon does. Outside of delivering fucked up messages or hosting a bunch of weirdos. I think a lot of those motherfuckers up on these panels are weirdos.
Mm. And you know what I'm doing right now? I'm waiting for an email from another congressional candidate. That's what I'm waiting on for. I'm waiting for confirmation.
Right.
That's why I'm up, right? Cause I got to, cause that person supposed to call me on the phone, and we supposed to set up this interview. That's why I'm up this morning. So the thing is, if you got the internet and all this, you're supposed to use it to do something with it rather than making money off the pain of lonely people. You
Oh,
know.
that's funny. They're monetizing loneliness.
Yeah. It's monetizing loneliness. Think about it. You got people on
Oh,
here who
that
are
is
lonely.
funny. Dude, I
You
got
got
to
people.
use that as a show title.
Yeah. Go ahead and use that. Monetary on loneliness or some shit. Yeah. I be looking at that like, this is kind of see the way I see it, it's kind of ethnical to me, because if you're lonely, right? Hell, some people might say I'm lonely. Yes, I am. But all this is a coping mechanism. They're trying to use this to cope. Oh, I can't find me the right man. I can't find me the right woman. Then why are you
But
online
let
all
me
day?
ask you a question though. And this is again just my opinion. I think in Sharon's case, he really thinks he's helping.
He's
I,
not.
I honestly believe he's sincere.
Yeah, and that makes him dangerous. You can't,
Interesting.
and that's why though he came over here
Hmm.
before my live stream went down, because I wish my internet would have worked, because I really want to get up in his ass though. Pause. 'Cause I know somebody gonna say pause. Everybody know what I mean by that. Because I'm about to stop his ears together. How can you say you're going to help men? Because he said this last week. I'm here to help men. How are you going to do that when you make
How?
homophobic remarks about them in the process? And how are you going to help men when you got PhD Diva insulting them all the time, and they can't respond to PhD Diva's insults? Because yeah, because soon as you say something to PhD Diva, here comes Brownsville. Oh, men should address men, and women should address women, and back off. Well, she's the one making these insults. You can't tell her anything. That's why we
Look.
refer to her as the mute button over there, the human mute
Oh, is
button.
that is that, I heard that term. I heard you use that term
Right.
on your
Jeff. Yeah,
first
Jeff. I
stream.
don't know. Yeah, Jeff called her the human Mew, but
That's
cause
funny.
soon as she comes on the panel and talk on your clothes and talk about how small your dick is and blah 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 blah, and you and then soon as you about to defend yourself, oh, here comes a cape on. Somebody's wearing a cape coming to save her ass. So you can't say shit. So yeah,
Yeah. Well,
let her just insult your ass.
look, what people don't seem to realize is just because you have a PhD, and I have no reason to doubt that she does, PhDs don't necessarily make you smart. You might be good at whatever your area of expertise is. Doesn't mean you're a polymath. I've heard PhD diva talk. She's not that bright. And I don't have a PhD. I just know how to think.
Because if you sit there and let her talk, right? Because I hear her talk on Bomb's channel, right? And um, if you let PhD talk long enough, you can see the lack of intelligence, right? But
Yes.
the problem is with her is she allowed the pro no the reason why she get away reason why she sounds smart is because dumb niggas speak. If dumb niggas stop
Well, you
talking,
yes.
everybody can see how stupid her ass is, how goofy her ass is. If niggas like Jay Prince would stop talking,
No.
or Rooster of Ruse or Vic stop talking and let her talk all by herself, you see how stupid and dumb her black ass is. Now that's
Yeah,
all
I
you got to
mean,
do is
she has a channel, right?
no,
I've
no,
listened.
no, no, and that's another the problem. She don't have no channel of her own. She piggyback on
I
his.
think she does. It's something for MJ, something.
No, 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 no,
I
no, no, no.
Oh, is
Wrong
that a
woman.
different person?
It's a different person. Yet that
Oh, okay.
woman is
I
on there
didn't know
too
that.
all the time. And don't let me get me started on conversations with MJ, because I'll drag her stupid ass too. Okay,
Well, I
I'm
stopped listening to the
bougie.
show. She wasn't
Yeah,
very compelling.
right. But no, none of them are compelling. How can you talk about your bougie and black men need to do this, but yet you cross state lines and get with a nigga, another content creator, and has sex with this nigga? Knowing the fact this nigga talk about beating up on kids and he will do something to kids and shit. But you supposed to be a
Well,
single mother doing this shit. You
I'm
see,
willing. I'm willing not to care about it.
Right.
I don't,
Right. You just
dude. I don't know. Let me tell you something. I am 60 years old. I've been in the Navy. I've worked in corporate. I've done all kinds of things. I think the people that, in my immediate orbit that I listen to online, these, the Shabrons and the, all these people, dude, I've never met people like them in real life. I've never met black people like them, white people like them. Dude, these dudes, these dudes have coalesced. It's like the birds of the feather, have kind of flocked together out
mm-hmm.
in the wild. I don't ever meet people like these people.
And thank you, Jesus, I don't. Dang, thank you, Jesus, I never seen these types.
We would
Oof.
be in real trouble if there were a bunch of these motherfuckers. I almost thank God for YouTube because they have something to do so they don't bother me when I walk out the front door.
And I'd be looking at him like, really?
Dude,
Is this
CT, let me, you know who Chaotic Truth is, right?
Yeah. I know who Kate Truth,
And
yeah.
I love CT. I think he is a good guy. His panels tend to be worse than he is. However, it does not escape me that CT, if the rumors are to be believed, he's never been able to hold down a real job.
Uh-oh. Oof.
Oh
Oof.
no, he hasn't. There's no shock. I'm not being controversial. He will probably tell you that he's not been able to hold down a real job. He's he's worked in a couple capacities. I'm not going to get into it. But dude, knowing that background, you know what? No wonder he has a show hosting a bunch of circus freaks. And hey, if you have found a way to monetize weirdness, more power to you. But I know who I'm dealing with.
See, when it comes to Chaotic Truth, right? Somebody like him, my fear with him is he'll end up on Fox News at some point.
I
That's
hope he
my
does.
that's why
Tommy
you hope he
Sotomayor
does.
did.
Yeah, I know, but but we don't need no more Tommies or Antons, on Fox News or ON or what's the other conservative channel, Blaze and OAN channels and all that. We don't need no more of that, man. Yeah.
But let me ask you a question though. Tommy Sotomayor couldn't even hold down that job at Fox
True. That's
News.
true. That's true. That's true.
That
Yeah. That's
motherfucker,
true.
that motherfucker couldn't even be fucked up right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, man. He lost the OA, what's it called? OAN
OAN, I
news.
think. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know which is worse, OAN or Newsmax. My God, it's like going into a Ku Klux Klan. It's like comparing a Ku Klux Klan to a neo-Nazi thing. Because okay, OAN is like, I don't know how to describe that hellhole. I mean, they're like Fox News, but I'm put it like this: Fox News is normal compared to
Yeah.
OAN and Newsmax. Newsmax is
There's
probably like,
don't forget, is it RBN? There's another news network that I actually, show stuff from. Like they cover Trump a lot. I think
mm-hmm,
it's real. It's RBN, real something news. Um, Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend, is like is a news anchor on it.
yeah. I'm trying to remember that other one. Breitbart. Breitbart
Yes.
is normal. Breitbart is normal compared to OAN and Newsmax. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Shit, Drudge Report is normal now.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. It, if people are calling Drudge Report liberal, you know it's bad. If the Judge Report is considered liberal, you know it's
Mm-hmm.
bad. Like
Mm-hmm.
you know these conservatives are off the these Trump supporters are off the rails. You know, like you know it's bad. Shit. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I remember when the Drudge Report, way back in the day. Again, I'm going to show my age here, but in the early '90s, when I was in the Navy, me and a buddy of mine who's still in the Navy, by the way, we used to go have lunch. They used to have rush rooms. There were these like restaurants where you could go eat lunch, and they would pipe Rush Limbaugh's show over the radio. So you're sitting eating lunch, listening to Rush Limbaugh, and another buddy of mine who wasn't in the Navy, I had never heard of Rush. But this guy's into news and politics and all that sort of stuff. Way back in the '90s, he's like, "Hey, have you ever heard of Rush Limbaugh?" My point is that these Drudge Report was like cutting edge far right back in the early '90s, and this is just like the mission creep, I guess I'll call it. Dude, these people have just taken their flat earth asses all the way to the edge, and they are one step away from jumping off. Um, if the You're right, if the Drudge Report is considered like normal when 30 years ago it was considered far right, dude,
hmm
we are going places. And the thing is you're a history guy.
right.
America always snaps back. Now one day it won't. I'm pretty sure of that. I don't think MAGA will last. I think MAGA is going to go the way of the Tea Party. There are going to be elements of it, and that's going to be fuel for the next version of MAGA. Who knows, in 10, 20, 30 years. I don't think that I don't think JD Vance is going to even be the nominee because he's not extreme enough. And the let me and I'm sorry, let me
Mm,
just make let me just make this one point about JD Vance. JD Vance will not be president because he can't even defend his wife. Okay, these far right. I saw a news story a couple days ago, and I may talk about it if I'm not sure I'm even going to do a show today. I'm kind of tired. But JD Vance, there are these far right MAGA folks going after his wife,
I know.
and he's not man enough to defend her. I'd be
I'm
like,
looking at that. I'm
fuck
looking
all
at
of
that
you.
shit on Twitter. I'm looking at that shit on Twitter. God.
Mhm.
Ooh, Twitter and Truth Social. I'm looking at that shit. And Twitter is that's like the ninth circle of hell. Twitter's like the inner circle of hell right there,
That's
man.
funny.
Man, they be talking about, well, she's not American, blah blah blah.
Oh my
They're even
god.
trying to get JD Vance to dump Usha and get with
Yes.
Charlie Kirk's with Widow. You know,
Yeah.
I
And
see it
if
coming.
you he's literally I saw a speech. I think it might have been
Last
at
week,
AmFest. Yeah, it might have been that
do
TPUSA event where he basically somehow or another he bends the whole point and blamed. He makes a comparison to someone on the left. I'm like, dude, they are insulting your wife.
yeah, sitting right there.
If you are such uh, a real man, a masculine man, why are you not defending your choice of wife? It's
And
literally disgusting.
it's kind of like, I'm gonna say this because I was watching Super Sly last night. He was talking about Dave Chappelle, and he said, "Why, this idea? Why is Dave Chappelle talking about black issues when you have a non-black wife, right?" And this is what they're doing to JD Vance the same way. How are you going to save America when you don't have a white wife? So
Dude, Dave
it's the same
Chappelle has a
construct
black
argument.
mother.
Right. And um and it's whole that whole when all these people was attacking Usha, what's the name? Is it Ursa or Usha? Right?
It's
Uh
Usha.
Uzusha, right? Vance, right? The same night that happened, that's when Charlie Kirk's wife was hugging on and petting on his head and shit, the back of his head, doing that romantic shit. And I was like, it was not even 30 minutes when he uh you know insulted her religion, insulted her and shit. I'm like, wow, my God, that really should have been grounds of divorce, right then and there. If you ask me, you publicly shamed that woman, and then Charlie Kirk's. That's after when Charlie Kirk did all that. Oh,
Yeah, that's
oh
right.
yeah,
He JD said he hopes she'll become a Christian.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
that what
You
I
know
heard?
what?
That is
Yeah,
so dude, that is disgusting behavior from a
and,
husband. Dude,
mm,
you knew who she was when you
before
married her.
you got with her, yeah, you know who she
As a
was
matter
before
of
you
fact,
got with her.
I happen to I've read Hillbilly Elegy. He met her at Yale Law. She's smarter. She's like 5 times smarter than he is.
Oof. And then
No,
I
like she is actually smart.
and then I love it what they're doing to Visha Swami Swami. Oh,
Vivek,
I love
yeah.
it. Yeah, I love it. I'm loving what they're doing to his ass, and I also love what they're doing to Dinesh D'Souza. Oh, I'm loving it too.
Yeah, well, Dinesh is old school racist.
Yeah.
That
So
motherfucker has been around since I was young.
yeah, because Dinesh always used Obama to attack black people. He always been attacking black. When Obama was president, he'd be attacking black people all the time. And now all of a sudden, all you gotta do is remove yourself. Guess what? All them same white people that was tea and taha about black people, they see your little brown ass, and they got him in his ass. Yeah, Nikki Haley. Hell, Nikki Haley's son is going off the rails too.
Yeah, I know what you're
Nikki Haley
talking
said,
about.
yeah,
That dude's a groiper.
yeah. Nikki Haley's son's a Grover. Come on, yeah. I saw that. I said, oh, yeah. He over there being a Nick Fuentes fan. And I'm like, oh my God. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Have you seen Trump try and mess up Chicago? No, I mean not Chicago. I mean Colorado up. I don't know why I'm saying Chicago for, but yeah, man, these leftovers are hitting everything this morning.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I stepped away. You mean this lady? Are you talking about the lady who she was convicted on some voting fraud thingamajig
No,
at the
no,
state level?
no. Nikki Haley.
No, I didn't hear about that.
No,
In
no,
Colorado?
no. Oh, you talking about Colorado? Um,
Yeah, Trump pardoned this one lady who's in prison for some sort of voting issue. It's some voter fraud thingamajig. So Trump issues a federal pardon, but she was convicted on state charges. So what she's done is she basically is trying to get Colorado's Supreme Court to force Colorado to honor Trump's pardon. And that's not going to happen. I mean, that talk about states' rights.
oh yeah, Trump can't pardon her because it's a state case, and uh, she said that's Tina Peters.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I just know of it. I haven't done any detailed. But Trump just basically, I guess he's trying to pressure Colorado to the governor, who's a Democrat, to pardon her. I'm sure that's not going to happen.
Somebody needs to read Telltale. I don't know. Have you ever heard of RBR? Real Brother
I've
Radio?
heard he was a content creator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Though
I've
if
heard of him.
I miss that man.
I heard he was brilliant.
Well, well, he was very political, and man, if he was alive today, you know how much shit he was stirred up in this space. Oh man, I miss that man. I really do, because he
Now,
was he was
from what I hear, I'd probably be I'd be listening to every live he did.
man. These noon kickers, he be calling people. He be calling coons. Instead of calling uh n- uh you know coon niggas, he said uh uh he switched the first letters around. Noon kickers. Yeah. That should be funny though. Yeah, all these white conservatives are jumping shit for MAGA, and these black men are lining up to get aboard the car. Right, Mike V. Yeah, I'm looking at that guy named George AA.
Oh, that is funny. Oh, Mike V, that is funny. Nice one.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at that guy named George AA. Everybody else is saying, man, all these white conservatives say, man, I ain't sure about this MAGA, man. I don't know about this Make America Great. I'm not sure about this America First, man. I don't know about that. And you get people like George AA and Angry Man and Brandon Tatum. Hey, y'all still flagging that MAGA shit. Oh, what's going on, Queen?
Dude, these guys are
Hey,
idiots. I
mhm.
don't I honestly don't get it. Hey, Sunkist, how you doing?
How y'all doing? I came
Good.
up here because I was talking about Tina Peters. Mm-mm-mm-mm. That is a hot mess. Y'all see what he doing in Colorado because they won't pardon that lady.
Okay, tell me what's going on, because I'm not. Fill me in on that.
Tina Peters was one of them the people that worked the polls,
Mm-hmm.
and she was letting technicians come in and mess with them voting machines.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
So
wow.
she got arrested for that, and she got prosecuted for it. And so Marjorie Taylor Greene asked Trump to pardon her. So Trump tried to get this lady pardoned. Now this is an old woman now, she elderly. But he can't pardon her because it's on the state level. And Colorado is not going to pardon her. So they had a bipartisan bill that they had produced for them to get clean drinking water into rural areas of Colorado.
Yes.
And Trump vetoed it because they
Mhm.
won't pardon Tina Peters.
Yeah, dude. This this political vendetta stuff. Um, yeah, this isn't this is gonna backfire in a big way. And you know what the irony is? What's her name from Colorado? The House of Lauren Boebert. It's her
Yeah.
district that he's like he's he's pissing all these MAGA women off. Is Lauren Boebert's district, I think, that this water rights bill affects. And he just
Mm-hmm.
said, not gonna do it.
But I'm still pissed on this whole idea of we're not going to we're going to deny FEMA money to locations that does not bow down to Israel or Benjamin Netanyahu and shit.
Yeah,
Now
well, the
that's that.
bottom line is these conservatives are, the judicial activism, all this stuff, they literally are using the left playbook, using the government to enforce or punish if you don't follow their agenda. It is so sad. They know, dude, using the government to punish Americans is not America first. And people are too dumb to realize using the government against Americans is anti-American.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. What's going on, MOT?
What's going on? Yeah, man. The rise of the numb diggers, man. That's what it is. Everybody's being affected.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's being affected, and this stuff can be easily solved by simply learning the history and adhering to it. That's all. Because most of these people with political complaints, because Mike V sent me some earlier, where you have like this numb digger and this apathy based complaint about black men ain't got no friends. I'm like, you don't understand what your idea of a friend is. You're a freeloader. You are a freeloader. Nobody gonna build everything for you and allow you to join. What kind of friend is that? Walk to the sunset. That's what a friend is. Nah, bro, it's like you got these people who have cracked the book forever. They live in rural areas. All their complaints are about conservatives, but they know that they can't leverage.
You kind of breaking up, MOT.
He probably driving.
Oh, you probably driving? Oh, okay. Yeah,
But you
yeah.
know,
You breaking. Go ahead.
they cut off all aid to Palestine yesterday.
See, I didn't know that.
Yep, New Year's Day. They Israel will not allow any aid to go to Palestine.
War
And
crime.
then Trump's son was putting out his little video talking about how he gonna make some kind of oasis or resort over there
Yeah,
in their
yeah.
land. That
Well, you hear Israel recognize Somaliland. Apparently, they're trying to send Palestinians to Somaliland. I'm like, what the fuck? So, you do realize that if you move everyone out of Palestine, that's considered genocide, right?
Mm-hmm.
well, they trying to kill him.
Well, no, just harming them, just disrupting the culture, taking them from the land of their ancestors is considered genocide.
Yeah, but genocide is not always about killing off the group.
Right.
It's forcibly
Killing
moving
the
them out
culture.
of there. Yeah, when you kill that culture, you don't have to kill the person. All you have to do is move them out of there. That
Well, not
is
giving them no aid is basically giving them a death
Yes.
sentence. Like they
Yes.
already ain't got
right,
no
right,
food.
Yes.
right,
Absolutely.
right. Yeah, yeah,
And then
exactly.
that was
Geneva Convention considered moving folks from their native land to be yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
so
an act of
don't that
genocide.
make
Yeah.
us complicit? That make the United States complicit in this nonsense, doesn't it?
100%.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. Yes.
I
Mm-hmm.
I I, I hope in 2026 Congress do their job. That's all I hope. Because there is no way this man should be able to wreak the amount of havoc on this country that he has. This is
But
insane.
I'm gonna say this though, and I might be wrong on this. They're going to impeach Pam Bundy and what's the name? The Secretary of Homeland Security. They're getting them up and out of there.
They need to.
What's her name from from one of the Dakotas?
Yeah, one of the Dakotas. Yeah, I think it was
The
South
dog
Dakota.
killer. The
Yeah,
puppy
dog
killer.
killer. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to remember her name. Yeah, they're going to impeach those two, and if and I have and I see opening. I see a problem. If they remove Pan Bundy, I have a I believe that not Dan Patrick, who's the guy who's Attorney General of Texas. He is going to be the next Attorney General of the United States.
Oh,
Assuming
Kim.
Kim Paxton. If
You
Kim
think
Paxton,
so?
yeah, if Kim Paxton,
Dude, I pray you're wrong, and I'm not a praying man. Kim Paxton.
I hope I'm wrong too. I hope I'm wrong too. But I see opening for if Kim Paxton lose the primary, that's an opening
Holy
for
shit.
Trump. That's an opening for Trump to get Kim Paxton and remove Pam Bundy out of it.
Well, Paxton already
Oh
losing,
my
so
God.
I don't see him losing. I don't see him losing yet. I don't see him losing yet.
the polls don't show him winning.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna leave that Texas Senate race alone because if I say something, it's gonna blow up the whole live stream up. I ain't trying to go there yet because I see what's going to happen. You
What you
gotta
see?
watch out. Okay, what I see is modern Republicans are going to try to support James Tanko Tallarico, yeah, because they see that Jasmine is not going to win. Because Jasmine is not, is not on their level. So James Tallarico, that's his name? Tallarico?
Yeah, Tallarico.
Yeah, Tallarico, right? So Tallarico is more palatable to the John Cornyn types.
Jasmine, right now is more popular than Tallarico. She got 49% of the Democratic vote so far, according to the polls.
And I'm gonna say this though, they're setting her ass up though. They're setting her ass up. They're setting, Democrats are setting her ass up. Now, it's a setup. If she would have stayed where she was at, she'd be having a job at this point.
She couldn't stay where she was at. They gerrymandered her out of her district.
I know. But the point is, most likely she would be having a job. But now, though, she might not have a job in 2027. She'd be out of the job. So, I actually see a play. She's surrounded by enemies at this point.
That's fine, but she said her goal was to expand the electric, and I believe that if she do that, she can win. We'll see. I can't lie, I would sure like to see it.
Right, exactly. Might be black men would rather focus on Jasmine Crockett. Yeah, I noticed that. Oh, Jasmine Crockett. Okay, y'all more focused on Jasmine Crockett than what Kim Paxton's about to do.
Why come ain't no black man running for Senate in Texas? Since they so concerned.
They want her.
Yeah, they.
She's in her 40s. She's age appropriate for a lot of these old YNs.
Yeah, she is.
They're not smart enough.
That's a joke, Suncast.
Now, there was a chocolate woman, Zoe. What's her name? Oh man, I wanted her though, man. I imagine me being with her though.
So then shoot her email and shoot your shot.
I did. I did. I did.
You need
Yeah,
to
I did.
interview
Listen,
her.
I already
You
did
need
that.
to
I already did
interview
that.
her.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I did. I ain't got no response. I sure damn did.
Oh yeah, you right, Gen Z. Calling Alan D try to run for Senate. That's right.
Oh yeah, and what's the name? The guy who was mayor of Dallas back,
Yeah, already.
Ron
Yeah.
Kirk.
He looked like
Yeah.
a good candidate.
Hey,
No, Colin Allred didn't win. I know why Colin didn't win. I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, he's mixed, and second, he
Is
has
he
a white
really?
wife. Yeah, he's mixed. He's half white, and he has a white wife. That you know how that is. The nature of the beast. You can't really, so. Especially when you in Texas, you in the north part of Texas, that shit ain't gonna fly. That shit ain't gonna fly north Texas. That shit might fly down here in the coastal counties, but the North Texas, that shit ain't gonna fly.
Interesting.
You having a white wife and shit like that? No, that shit ain't gonna fly. Yeah, it might be. You're right. Call it. He didn't campaign in black neighborhoods. He didn't. In black areas, he didn't. He really didn't. Because all he did was campaigning in the suburbs and campaign in the suburb areas. And the problem with him is he thought that his NFL career was going to propel him. So he thought that, well, I'm a former football player. Well, everybody knows me, so
He went
I'm
the
a,
way
I'm a
of
take.
Herschel Walker.
Well, hold on. I'm here. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, I can't compare him to Herschel Walker. You can't compare him to Herschel Walker. That's yeah. Anyway,
It's a joke. It's a joke.
I know. It's just
I think he's way smarter than Herschel Walker.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm in North Texas. He couldn't get voted from Collin County because it's red. The majority of people moving to Texas live in that county. Right.
Interesting.
Right. Oh, oof. AB Media is Herschel Walker. Ouch. Hurt blues ass idiot. Yeah, hurt AB Media. Yeah. AB Media is Herschel Walker, man. Shit. Real, man. Yeah. But AB Media reminds me of Two-Face from Batman. That's what he reminds me. He just he got so much trauma that he lost hope. He's attaching himself to the BGS as a way to cope rather than going to a psychologist or try to work out his inner demons and shit. Yeah. But anyway, but you know what? You know what though? I think about this too though, Stanley.
About what?
I think the other avenue, if it's not gonna be Ken Paxton, it's gonna be Ted Cruz.
I don't know about that. You'll have to help me out why you think that.
Okay,
Ted Cruz supposedly wants to run in 2028.
He is. He's actually gearing up to run for president 28. So
dude, that motherfucker is hated. Why he thinks he's gonna win, I don't know.
Oh, I want him to run. I want him to run. It would shut him up. It would shut him up forever. Ted Cruz is disliked by everybody, man.
Right.
Even his own people on the side hate his ass. So I think that when it comes to Ted Cruz, I think Ted Cruz. But you know what? I'll say this: I think Ted Cruz might be the nominee in 28
No
over
way. You and I,
Vance.
dude, you know, the closer we get to 2028, we might have to bet on that. There is no way Ted Cruz gets the nomination.
Because
It's going to be Marco Rubio.
you really think it's going to be Marco Rubio?
I honestly do. Let me tell you why I think this.
Okay, go ahead.
He is literally the smartest man in
the
Trump
cabinet.
administration.
Yeah.
And he literally does not make news. Whether you like his politics or not, that motherfucker literally just works. He's making things happen even if you don't like what he's making happen. He's no muss, no fuss. I should say no mas, no fuss. Dude, he is quietly the smartest motherfucker in the Trump administration. He stood up to Elon, didn't make a fuss about that even.
Mm-hmm.
And he's, by the way, holding National Security Advisor and Secretary of State. Now, I don't like what he's doing. I don't like his politics, but I do think that JD Vance is not JD Vance does not have the integrity to defend his family. And I, as a man, I'm going to use that phrase for the first time in my life to make this argument. Dude, I'm offended by JD Vance letting people just shit on his wife like that. I'm offended.
And
I wouldn't vote for that MF if I was MAGA.
And my thing on that part is the whole saying that don't we're white, so do not apologize for being white. When he said that a couple weeks ago, and I'm sitting there thinking,
it's a win if they had to apologize.
yeah. Why should white people apologize? And the thing is, him saying that, and then, but bruh, your kids.
Dude,
don't care about them damn kids. He said them kids belong to Usha. Okay.
Did he really?
He said she got kids. Okay.
Oh my God.
Just like Trump give his son over to Melania. It ain't his son. It's Melania's son.
Man, I see it. I see. He might be moving in. What's her name? Charlie Kirk's wife.
Well, we see that she a whole hot thought.
Yeah, I don't get Erica Kirk. I know grieving, and I've had to kind of go through it as, you know, as a married person, that grief will do weird things. But the last thing you want to do, and this is just my opinion, the last thing you want to do is get up on stage and be public. It is so private. It changes you. And you know, she lost her spouse. I'm not going to even pass judgment on the quality of the marriage or any of that bullshit. She lost him violently. I lost my wife suddenly. It came out of left field. You better be concentrating on your children in her case. Dude, you don't want I think she is literally being led astray. I don't think she's smart enough to make her own decisions at this point in her life. She's being advised wrongly.
You know,
I think she was his handler. I think she know exactly what she doing.
Could be, but I'm not going to go there. I'm just saying, you know, she is abnormal in her reaction, in her ability to get up on stage and do all this. She is abnormal. Why she's
It's
abnormal, I don't know.
it's not like Jackie Kennedy or Edna Kennedy or Coretta Scott King. They kind of just fade in the
Right.
background,
Hmm.
but other women will just fade into the back. I mean, widows, they'll just fade in the background. I mean, so if their husband got taken away from in a violent manner, right, a violent sudden manner, right, they usually just like, oh, I don't want, no, I'm good. They fade away, right? But Erica Kirk, she just want to jump on in front of the TV and talking shit to Candace
Well,
Owens
I think she's
and
just
shit.
I think she's getting bad advice.
hmm And, and and
And
and
and
But how
I'm
she even
going
got
to kind
the
of take her side on this. She is a normal person, and I'm just gonna have to assume she's normal. Maybe she isn't. Dude, you are so fucking vulnerable in a case like that where, dude, I was more I spent more time scared, like, can I do this? Than really thinking about anything else. I need to make sure I can do this. It's it takes you a while to reorient, because your kids become your biggest priority by far.
right.
They only got one parent left.
And she in these streets running around doing.
Hmm.
No, I don't believe she is not a grieving widow. Okay.
it's it
Well,
in
she
that
could
whole
be. It's
I
just a
don't
weird
believe that
grieving.
she's a grieving widow for a couple of
I
reasons.
understand. I
One,
get it.
she was older than him. That's number one. Number two,
Was she really?
she
I didn't know that.
yeah, she's older than him. And she got all this education to
Hmm.
sit at home and take care of kids and play trade white.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think she is happy that he is gone and she can step into that position. To even like this last stunt she pulled, that man did not care about no Nicki Minaj. And she put that woman front stage and center at one of their events. And I was like, what the what is this? Like how that's just
Well,
gonna
that
spit in the
Nicki
dead man
Minaj,
face,
I
huh?
didn't realize Nicki Minaj is not a U.S. citizen. I think
Oh
she's a
yeah, no.
legal resident
oh
or something.
wait, hold on. Have you heard about that petition that going around to deport her ass?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
man, God, it was so many people sign that petition. I forgot where that petition's at. Deport her now.
Last time it was at 100,000. The last time I heard anything about it, but at the same time, where the petition for Elon Musk?
Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what? I'll sign both. I sign both of those petitions. Get his
Elon
ass
should have
on
had
out
a
of here.
petition before Nicki Minaj.
Oh, true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Shit, I'm for it. I'm for it. But Nicki Minaj got canceled. They canceled the shit out of her ass.
And then her crazy behind gonna get up there talking about some happy Kwanzaa. Girl, if you don't
Kwanzaa.
yeah, after that turning point interview, she was
No,
quiet. She ain't
no.
said too much on Twitter.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Yeah, she get up happy Kwanzaa, my darling. Girl, what? And then after that, she made one more post talking about angels bow before him, heaven and earth adore them. What a mighty God we serve. She ain't posted nothing else since. I say, yeah, she about out her skull. She crazy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah, but you got to realize that cloud chasing and just having fake conversations can have long term implications for you, especially if your paperwork ain't straight. I don't know why you would even put yourself in that position because Trump's the type of dude, he waiting on her to say anything out of her mouth and she out of here. Gonzo. Don't even care.
She been saying stuff. She been insulting Trump. She been insulting his wife. I don't know what this switch is she done. I don't get that.
You know
I
what?
mean,
I'm
because
wait.
her ass gonna be on the list to be up out of here. So to try to preempt that, you got to try to act like you down all of a sudden.
But I
So
give
you
him.
basically destroy your career by alienating your biggest audience.
But
Well, she's
I give her. I
42.
give
Does
her.
she even have a career?
No.
They love her.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would.
I
I give
think
her.
she's
I
destroying
give
her
her
career.
5 months. I give her about 6 months. I give her six months before they get her ass up and out of here. You know. So that's just me though. You ask me.
I got to
I don't
comment
know
about
what
this
she's doing.
Erica Kirk thing. I think that woman went from wallflower to just thrust into the spotlight, and that's a lot of revenue going through that organization. She don't know what she's doing. She's gonna get a lot of bad advice from a lot of bad people that don't mean her no good. And I don't know what to do in a situation like that. She should be looking after her family, not putting her ass on camera, trying to have all these fake conversations. Like, you wasn't the face of the organization, and she can't come out here and start saying all the stuff that Charlie Kirk was saying either. So I'm not sure what she's doing, but she's trying to keep the money rolling in, I guess, as best she could. But I don't know what this woman's up to.
Well, she need to become the face of the organization to do that.
What's so funny though? Candace Owens grieved more than Erica have ever grieved,
I
and
mean, her
that
marriage
tells me.
weird too.
Yeah. That's a weird marriage, but the thing is, Charlie Kirk and Candace, they actually was together. They was in love and shit, and she was the forbidden fruit, right? And he couldn't have her because he needs to create that Turning Point USA shit, you know. So he needed a white wife, to carry him over the finish line. Yeah, I see how that shit work, you know. Yeah, and Candace was the man who was, the outside woman.
All them people is weirdos.
She was his what she was the
Concubine or some shit, something
His
like that. I
beard.
don't know.
you see all those movies.
Oh, she shed beard. Oh man.
Well, yeah, beard, yeah.
Yeah, she was his
That's
beard.
yeah.
Uh huh. Bunch of weird people. Mm.
Hmm.
I mean,
I
but
just
these
hope
people don't
Congress
mean
do
no
their job
good,
this
and
year.
I'm glad they exist. I'm glad they're out there because anybody cannot say that this is a display of Christianity, especially what the dude stood for. Then all the stuff that was said at the funeral, nobody really walked that stuff back at all. No, man, they wanted to martyr that dude. That's what they did, right on that dude's funeral doorstep. And I just, I don't know, man. The whole thing is rather weird to me, but I'm glad it is out in the open. So when you have these
Yeah.
new to conservatism,
Hmm.
ahistorical, apolitical black men, you just play one of the montages of Charlie Kirk and be like, yeah, man, this is the side that you on now.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is a mess. Hopefully, we get a better year this year. Oh, what's y'all insurance look like?
Oh
Cause my
no.
insurance just ate half my damn shit.
Oh shit. So how much did yours go up for? You got a family or you just single person and your husband or
Yeah,
whatever?
family. I
Damn. How
pay
much it going up
right
by?
at $1,100 a month
What was it a
right
couple
now.
months ago?
Oh shit.
It was 678.
Damn, 33% increase.
Bro, it tore my ass up.
Oh,
I was so pissed, and then I got a raise too. So when I got this bill, I was
oh,
like,
raise
"Oh,
went
okay."
straight to
I'm
insurance.
finna
Damn.
that shit. That insurance ate that little raise up. I said, "God damn."
Now, Now I get healthcare
You
through the
need to do a
VA, so
show
I'm banned
about
from
that.
getting the Affordable Care Act in Colorado. But I have like catastrophic plans for if I'm outside of like the Denver metro area.
Oh no,
So,
this wasn't no ACA. This is the insurance that I get through my
your
company. It
work
went
insurance
up.
went up that much?
What?
What?
Yep.
Oh hell no! They
Okay.
hitting the employer insurance to companies like that?
Yes. Yes.
Oh God, I did not know that. I did not know
A
that.
lot of people don't know that, man. Them subsidies was not just for the ACA, it was for other insurance
Mm-hmm.
companies too.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, when they first
Oh
started talking
shit,
about it, I started researching these different insurances, and some people don't realize that the insurance that they get through their company that they got on their children go through Medicaid.
yes.
So, yeah,
God,
it's a lot of people finna be upset. Hmm.
Dude,
especially
talk
those
about
check to check
voting
people with
against your own interests.
no room for like error or an emergency, and all of a sudden you get a 33% increase in insurance, and you work. Oof,
Man,
oof.
bro, I was devastated when I got my check stub. I was, what the what? Oh man, come on.
Yeah, MAGA is a populist movement, right?
Hmm.
They're helping the people. Dude, these people, this is a bunch of
Oh, and
billionaires
change it.
wearing jeans and
Use
flannel shirts pretending
I'm paying
to
for it.
be for the working class.
Man, I can't imagine. All over the South, people got a 33% increase in
Jesus.
insurance costs in the South,
Oh,
rural
I'm up north.
America. No, no, no. I'm just saying
Oh,
in the South though, where they got far less money than you do
oh
up there.
yeah.
Whew.
At least I got two healthcare insurance companies. You know. But anyway, anyway.
Come on, the
Yeah.
primary and the secondary.
I got a primary and a secretary. Thank you, Jesus. That shit. All right. Yeah, man. Um, and also, I don't know if y'all been tracking silver. Silver shot up over the last couple weeks. It went from $30 up to 80. I'm
Damn.
like, and I said, well, I'll be damned. And I said, thank God I got some coins. I said I was gonna give me some more coins, and then yes, yesterday it dropped down to 75 because it was up 86 around New Year's, and then it dropped down to 76.
Man, imagine if you shorted silver, bro. You
Ooh,
caught it on the upswing and now you about to catch it going down.
yeah.
But a lot of people don't understand that these cuts in interest rates and all this kind of stuff is staving off an actual a huge blow to the actual economy. And you're gonna see a lot of stuff change like come February, March. Because right now there's too many companies I know of in transportation that are laying off people that are replacing frontline personnel with AI, and nobody's covering it. Nobody's covering it in
And
the
and, and
media.
then and then and then they blame the silver going up, the cost of silver going up so high on the dollar being devalued.
Yeah.
It but that's business. What's his name? The Secretary of Treasury. That's his fault for what happened. You know.
Man, I feel bad for these people, man. And this is just starting. It's going to be a cascading effect across the actual entire economy.
Boy,
Mike
Mike
Reed
V is
said how
hilarious.
Mike Reed said how much did super stickers go up by Big J? Big J, the management live off of super stickers. Oof, oof, oof.
The dumb ninja super sticker. Mm-hmm.
Ooh-wee. I don't know about this here economy, man. Mhm.
Man.
Oh, what's going on with that that farmers bailout? What is that all about?
Wait a minute.
I don't
I'm
know
Farmers
sorry.
anything
bailout.
about it.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier, but I mentioned earlier, but my Wi-Fi fucked up on me, and I lost track of that conversation because Mike V was in the chat room talking about it.
Okay, so okay, so here's the thing that people don't know about these, and I'm just gonna separate white farmers from corporate farms and black farmers.
Okay.
White farmers have these agricultural banks in their community that front their whole operation,
Uh-huh.
you know, and that money is going to go to those banks. It's not coming to those farmers. It's going to go to those banks so those banks can allow them to be fronted their actual amount of money that they normally get every year to make a whole bunch of profit. So all that money is going to these local agricultural banks, even if it is a quote unquote bailout to them, because they run their actual farms for the free with interest, because the money goes to the bank loans the money, they pay the bank back by the end of the year. So it's not like they have to
Oh,
come up
okay.
with money up front to do anything. But that's just for white farmers. Now,
Right.
corporate farms have actually moved into that area,
Mm-hmm.
letting these people go under, buying out, like going straight to the bank itself and buying out their property from under them, and they don't really have a say in it. So that's
Right.
how these people are losing all of their farms,
Mm-hmm.
because they normally get the shit fronted to them, even though they act like, oh, I'm such a hardworking farmer. I'm like, man, fuck out of here. You know, you get your shit fronted to you every year, tons of profits that gets to be made, and black farmers don't have access to any of that shit. They've never
Right.
had access to any of that shit on the regular.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and they
I had to
also,
do it.
not only that, they also have like farmer state co-op where they get a bunch of money off diesel and gasoline that is also in their communities out in the middle of nowhere. But they turn around and call the shit socialism when it's everybody else. But they get all that cheap fuel and cheap everything else. They have government subsidized, partner private grocery stores and all that dumb shit out there. But
Man,
it's
Mhm.
socialism when it's everybody
electricity.
else who get it. Yeah.
Yeah, like electricity, right? Like me, I'm on a co-op, right? I pay $50 a month for electricity. Shit like that, you know?
I think that should be done. Look,
Yeah.
more money for you to put in the economy to make things good. But we have a problem with this end stage capitalism shit, to where the people who has been worshiping capitalism for so long don't recognize they're the driving force behind destroying the entire country.
Mm-hmm.
Because capitalism isn't trying to pay these people anymore. They don't give a shit about your American dream anymore. They just point you towards black people and immigrants and gay people and just have you argue about that shit. While these people are just not paying you. That's how your white privilege works. You get compensated for white privilege. What is white privilege without being compensated for it? By the very
Mm-hmm.
capitalism that they worship. Where does that go? I'm kind of concerned for these people, man.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out what the end game is. If people ain't got no jobs and they can't afford nothing, then what good is the country?
These people in the middle of nowhere are suffering the most consequences because they can't sell that house for $300,000 and $400,000 worth of worth, so they have to move all these people in there, and then they ain't got no skills, and they can't, venture out to really do anything because they ain't got no skills. So they work at these local jobs in their local area. Taxes going up every year. Then you got these insurance costs, and then they try to point their face at lower gas prices when everything else in your life has went up. I don't know what they're gonna do. I have no idea. It's
I I
it's
I
going to
I
be a
I, I,
breaking
s-
point.
I see people going to there's going to be a lot of self deletions though. That's
Mm-mm.
I see that's going. Especially what's going on Arkansas with the farmers.
That's huge in the farming community, Big J. That
Yeah.
that 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 self-deletion thing is a huge thing in the
huge
farming
thing. And
community. They don't want to broadcast it because they have no interest in trying to make their own people look crazy. But if it was a black self-deletion problem, trust me, they'll be broadcasting it, if not showing pictures of crime scenes of it, everywhere. But
not
this is their fault.
like I saw old dude drunk. He drunk himself to death.
What?
Yeah, he just decided, I'm gonna go have a drinking binge and just die. That's what he did. He couldn't handle it anymore. He got all
Don't
these
sound like
acres
And
of land.
pills and all this kind of other stuff is
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm talking about these white farmers, these white ranchers. Yeah, they be taking themselves out because like they couldn't handle the, you know, like that
the
time when
pressure.
yeah, that pressure. Okay, like I sold me some cows a couple weeks like 6 months ago. That can't fucking sustain me. Usually usually a cow will cost you $2,000, right? If you sell it, you ain't getting half of it. When it's time for you to pay after the sale and the taxes, you ain't getting half of that. You're getting less than half.
Damn. There's some high ass taxes.
That's what I'm telling you. Because okay, when like hold on, when like you sell it, you go to an auction ring, right? You sell it on
Mm.
the auction ring. They'll take the 30% off of the half that they see.
Oh,
Yeah, it's that old bullshit.
What?
Hmm.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Mhm.
They getting their Barrett Jackson on, man.
Okay, I
Yeah,
been sold that cow in the newspaper.
I'm telling you. Shit.
yeah.
Cow for
I'll walk
sale.
that shit down to your crib.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
50%.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
look.
Like
Uber pickup truck, man. Put that cow in the back of that shit and drop that shit off, man.
right.
Okay.
Right.
30% just to use your facility. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. They would
Mm-mm.
take that. Yeah, they'll take that 25, 30%, and that depends on the breed. If you got Angus or you got the Holstein dairy, well, we call it, the dairy. Well, I'm gonna just use dairy. So call them Holstein. The dairy cow or dairy bull. Oh yeah, they'll tack that up, right? Because those animals are needed. But yeah, man,
Hey, Pierre.
yeah, what's going on up here? Or a Jersey cow, for the milk cows and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Depends on the breed. There is going to be 25% or 30% or 45%. Depending on the
Mm-mm.
breed. Yeah,
Nope. I would just put me an ad in the newspaper.
shit, and you be like,
Cow for
damn.
sale, pull up.
Okay, cow for sale. Okay,
Pull
come
up.
through.
Hmm.
Yeah, nah, they could keep that. Who finna do that? That's too damn high. No, thank you.
Shit,
That's how you create
telling you, man.
competition. I mean, speaking of that, I don't think the Colorado National, the complex where they do all that stuff, man. That thing has been pretty abandoned. I don't think something been out there for a very long time. Come to think of it,
Where?
Hmm.
I don't think that facility has been used in a while. Now that Big J is on
Oh,
that tip, I don't think like because there's like a range where they sell like the cows and the sheep and the pigs and all that kind of shit. Man, I have not seen that shit under operation in at least about 9 months. And I definitely didn't see it this summer. All the times that I went back, because you can normally smell that shit halfway across the city
Right.
whenever they put all that shit in that
Hmm.
location. No,
Hmm.
it's kind of masked by the smell of the Purina planting. You know how that shit smells. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Ralston Purina.
man. soon as you pass that shit on I-70, man, that shit's in the seats, it's in the cushions. Man, you have to roll with the windows down for a while.
Yeah, because especially if you're gonna buy a hog pen, a hog where they have pigs and shit at. I mean, damn, that'd be
I still
in
think the
chicken
catfish
farm.
feed edges them out in the worst smell ever.
Oh,
I still think the catfish feed got them beat by a long shot.
yeah, catfish feed, yeah, man, because
Good
I
lord,
use
yeah,
I use a feed catfish, you know, use it, you know, them brown pellets that float
yeah,
and shit, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That shit is unimaginably bad smelling.
Oh man, grandpa,
Hey, this is
grandpa.
a way weird thing. When I lived in South Carolina, and it happens all over the South, like these competitive catfish, and I think they do it for carp also. These competitive fishermen will make their own bait. Like they'll mix like things that are unimaginable.
Hmm.
Dude, oh my God. I've been to one of those tournaments. Dude, it's like, what? Dude, I cannot fish like that. I'm
Yeah,
not making
like
this shit to win a fishing contest.
it smells like a sewage dump. Like
Oh my
Yeah.
the shit
God.
that they mix together. They're like
Only to
it be
catch
in
and
a
throw it
styrofoam.
back. Nah,
Right,
bro. I'm good,
right,
man.
right. Like the shit that you
No,
know
these
that
dudes have a competition. It's like who
yeah.
can catch the most fish on the most disgusting shit. It's
It
like,
looks like
dude,
it's like though they mix cheese. They cut cheese
chicken
and
livers.
chicken livers and cat and other type of livers and shit. They mix it together with cheese and all other type of shit, and they throw it in the water and shit. And it be so smelly, man. You be choking
Oh.
and gagging. Like what the
Oh
fuck?
God.
And then like the fish will be biting that shit. Like damn,
Yes.
What's wrong with the fucking fish, bro?
yeah. Uh, Yeah, big old catfish biting that motherfucker, man. I remember one time, man, I took a styrofoam cup of that shit, and I had to wear a gas, you know, the mask and shit, because that shit, the smell so potent. I put that shit on a fishing hook. It was bloody and shit. Tossed that shit in the water. Man, it take them like 30 seconds. They biting the motherfucker. I'm like, what the fuck? Man, that
It's
shit's
like, dude,
nasty, man.
I don't need to catch a fish that bad.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. A worm would do. I'm sorry. I use a worm or one of them them old artificial jelly things on a fishing hook. You know, I'm good. You know, I ain't starving. Shit, that damn bad. Yeah. Speaking of my cows, wait a minute, I'm hearing the motherfuckers now. Anyway,
They what? Well,
I'm
cows?
hearing cows outside. I'm hearing cows outside, Joe. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. Yeah, I might have to. I might
You're a
leave here.
rancher.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I own some cows, so I might leave here in a minute because I ain't seen these motherfucking 2 days. I ain't seen them in 2 days. So yeah, I was kind of worried about them. So yeah, AB the Walker. I'm gonna hop down. Okay, Queen.
Yeah. Have a nice one.
All right, have a nice one, Queen. AB
Yeah,
the
I'm about to
Walker,
get out of
man.
here and see where this air leak's at. So I went to a facility so
Oh,
I can
okay.
make sure they
Yeah,
ain't doing some
I may
extra shit to
start
my
up a
truck.
live at some point.
All right.
Because now that you got my talking politics juices flowing, I'm kind of in the mood now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I might go live later this evening because I got to talk about that Floyd issue. And
Oh, so
somebody's
there's
in
some
Brazil.
updates. There's some updates?
Well, I don't know. There might be an update. There might be an update. Yeah, because somebody, I'm talking to somebody in Brazil, in Sao Paulo.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so I might go live to later this evening or tomorrow about that Floyd. I got contact this person in a minute and see see what's going down
Yeah,
there.
man, these traveling Delta November sex pats, man.
But I want to know. I want to know whose names is on that list because they said there's four other people. They said there's four other people that they're after, and they're not saying any names.
That's not local, or
Now I heard from ever since Christmas when he was arrested, right? They said it was two other Americans. I
oh
want to know
well.
who these two other Americans are.
All right. Okay, so I could give you some insight on how that works, right? Because you just
Okay,
can't
go ahead.
roll in and swoop people up. Like you have to go through the embassy, you have to go through the Justice Department, you have to locate them. One, two, you have to get somebody on the ground following them, and it's kind of maybe a 3-week process to a month. Now, if they were in country, they'd already be locked up, so they're not in country.
Right.
So he has co-conspirators, but the co-conspirators probably moved on after he was able to not leave. They probably jumped on the flight and there was already somebody somewhere else. So they have to
Mm-hmm.
locate these people. Then they have to, do the extradition kind of paperwork. Then they pick them up, in the comfort of night, pick them up, put them on a plane, Con Air back to Brazil or whatever. And that takes a while. It takes about 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So first they have to locate these people, which is easy to do with an American passport. You're literally carrying around a homing beacon on your person. People don't know that, but what it is. But yeah, it's going to take a while, and they're not going to tell the public who these people are because they ain't trying to spook them. Because they could just go back to the United States, and they're never going to get to go back over there to Brazil. So it's kind of a strategy, kind of cat and mouse thing. Because one thing these people ain't going to do is they're not going to jump on another flight because they could just jump on the plane, throw cuffs on you, throw you in a hole, and whenever they come get you is whenever they come get you. So,
Mm-hmm.
and trust me, Floyd's out there singing like a mother. Dude, he throwing everybody on the bus. Don't think he ain't doing that.
Oh yeah, he
Don't
is.
think he's not
He
doing
is.
it. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
Oh yeah.
He is. And then and what made it worse is that you got dumbass Jay Rillo telling fucking ass what's his name? Platinum don't snitch. Floyd should
Don't snitch.
shut the fuck up because nigga, they're after you too, nigga. They're looking in your shit.
And
You
it's
know?
always don't snitch whenever you're doing something that's incredibly messed up, right?
Yeah, like children, like children. Like, dude, the guy was messing with kids. So you're telling everybody don't snitch and what happened, something happened to kids. But this ain't no gang warfare where you have to hit homeboy upside the head, some old shit. No, this is some kids you fucking with. That's somebody 6-year-old child you fucking with.
Just morally bankrupt personnel, man. I don't
Yeah.
know what you do. Circumstance like that. You're dealing with people who are just morally freaking bankrupt. Period. I don't understand it.
Yeah. Everybody think this is entertainment. Like, you know, you find it's
I mean, but the
entertainment.
traveling sex pad it's gonna make things a lot more. Like I'm telling you, man, he's gonna get a lot of people targeted that don't need to be targeted. Dude, you gotta be real careful about where you go now because of these dudes. And it's always been that way. With the traveling Delta November, the dudes on the outside edges of society who want to go out there and get their dolo on and start putting stuff on camera. And dude, you even make these women a target when you put those women on camera too, right?
Hmm.
Unbelievable, man. Just no type of sense, none to the whatsoever. But this is what the Delta Nova, and this is what these people supported in the United States. There were plenty of
But,
people who traveled without these problems. They had no interest in them. They wanted the drama and the trolling black women and the effery all wrapped up in one burrito, and that's what they supported.
because they're going to get. I think they're looking at Razor Ray hard. They're looking at him hard because all them niggas go over to his channel and talk, and they talk all that little dumb shit, and V Bub, not V Dub, V Bub. You know, they're looking at him, and then they're looking at you know, Game Changer and them. Yeah, they look at all them niggas who do all. You say all, y'all went over here and did this, and I did that. Yeah, okay. And y'all telling all the world what you doing.
I mean, they don't know the ins and outs of the laws. They don't know that most of this stuff is even illegal. To them, the obtainment of sex is worth any level of consequence. And I find that very hard to believe. Unbelievable.
Yeah. It's like, dude, just ask a
That's why
woman out.
BAH, man. That's why BAH, man. Stay your black ass here. Don't go anywhere. You don't know how to act.
Wow. Oh, wow. That is harsh.
Somebody came up with that shit. I think it's Blaze and Stampede who was saying that shit in the chat. Stay your black ass here.
Hey, when you were in the Air Force, like when
Yeah.
you went to a new duty station overseas, did they give you, in the Navy, we had port briefings. You know, they would literally pull the crew together and they would go, this is where you need to go. This is what you shouldn't act like. This is what you shouldn't do. Did they do
Oh no, it's
those?
much worse than that. No, it's much worse than that.
Really?
And we was the cop squadron, so we had to run it on every other squadron. Period. Every month, there's a list of banned places that you cannot go
Right.
because
Yeah.
and it's like, look, you don't go here, you don't go there. You're seen here because you know they have like in the Air Force, it's called the Office of Special Investigation, which is like, you know, other people's like CID for the Army or whatever. I'm not sure what everybody else shit called, but they have like those special agents.
Yeah, I think it's
that's just out there
NIS
just
or
laying for.
NI something in the Navy.
Yeah.
Now,
So what they do? Oh, go ahead.
Now, I want you to notice. As soon as we talk about the passport, bro, somebody jump on the panel trying to porn bomb.
Really?
I just want, that's why I had to put the overlay up real quick. See how
Hey,
stupid
look,
this is?
man, I learned my lesson, bro. Somebody got butt ass naked on my fucking live stream, bro, like 2 or 3 times. So if I see somebody that I don't fucking know, I throw the shield up. Yep.
Yeah, I had to put that up real quick because I saw that coming. Yeah, I saw it coming. Yeah. Anyway, keep it going. Keep it moving.
Yeah. So what it is like if there's a monthly briefing that you have to give these people, and you have to. There's a briefing, and then they tell you an updated list of places you can go, and because there's places you can go, and then there's places you can go, but you can't be a party of this amount of people. That type of
Right.
bullshit as
Yeah.
well. Because you know when the Army of Marines go somewhere, they go out 36 deep and they'll stomp out a whole city in a heartbeat. So you'd be like, look, man, if you're over a party of 5, you can't go. And there's no such thing as 5 Army or Marine dudes going anywhere. They're taking the whole fucking unit. And they're wearing their fucking uniform too. They don't care. They keep telling you not to wear that shit off base, man. Them dudes don't care about that shit. So yeah, that's how.
Yeah, we used to do, like, when we did port calls, you know, and it's at the individual ship level, you know, port briefings, you know, this is where you don't go or shouldn't go. And that would be, of course, the first place we'd go. Dude, that's the way
Dude, listen.
sailors.
No, like that's what we did. We was like, how bad can it be? It was like, you know what, sir, we need to go investigate, and we need to make sure that there's nobody there. Man, we ain't taking no guns, no weapons, no wet belt, no nothing, radios, nothing. We're going out there having the most amount of reasonable fun that you can.
But that thing about stay your ass here, that's what it
Yeah.
reminded me of.
I mean, but it was a chore to get people to leave the dorms to go do stupid shit. Because, you have these Delta Novembers gang banging in dorms. We're talking about people ain't never been in a gang before. We're talking about cops and admin troops gang banging in dorms. Unbelievable. And then once they left, they acted like hood dudes who didn't know how to act when they left and went places. So it's either you're going to be
Right.
posted up at the dorm waiting on some dumb stuff to happen, or you're going to be out in the city reading people's rights while these Germans go upside these people's heads. Rather than rights are read. I mean, because people get the idea that they're an American. It's like, hey, man, Germans are quite hands-on when it comes to getting that blood up out of you and checking your blood alcohol content. And they're not going to ask you more than once, and they're going to take it from wherever they beat it from.
Damn.
Yes. I enjoyed my time over there, though. And it was just a very minute, small minority of people, because people didn't have the money to go. But, when these people set up these Delta November homing beacons that draws all these people toward any location that used to be lit and live, now it's destroyed. They go over there, they turn the cameras on, home Delta November homing beacon. Now you got the wrong people in here doing all types of crazy stuff, and they shut it down. So now you have to go 1 and 2 hours outside of the actual place to even get a cultural experience, because these
Wow.
Delta Novembers have destroyed everything
Mhm.
locally. Like
Mhm.
you could just draw a 20-mile circle around the airport. Go outside of that, you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Then they want to go hang out in the hoods and wearing chains and flashing money in front of people who can just take your life away from you. Yeah, people ain't got no sense, man. None.
Yeah, I don't get all that.
Because you're not a Delta November, Stanley.
Dude, but still, it's like, dude, you're away from home. You don't know the rules. And, these people don't have to conform to your rules. I don't know. It's just people just are not being raised with common sense.
Dude, they dodge common sense and they go for the most amount of unchecked freedom that they could possibly go for until they get locked up. So, and then they just spend their time complaining about boomers in the meantime.
Oh, dude,
If only the
you
boomers
know
gave me $1
what?
million, I wouldn't be out here wilding.
You just triggered me. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Oh man.
They don't understand that people couldn't get like mortgages across the United States till like the 1980s, but they want to make it look like all black boomers had the same rights as the white boomers and the
Dude,
white silent
I talked
generation.
about
What's
Richard
going on, man?
Rothstein.
Yeah,
You were there for, I talked about Richard
yeah.
Rothstein, and I have to go back and reread the what is it? The Color of, not The Color of Money, it's The Color of something else. Dude, it's egregious what they were doing. They it was like after World War II, it was like the Homestead Act Part 2. But yet these motherfuckers, I've literally heard people in real estate, black people in real estate, go, well, redlining actually hurt white people more. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Man, who are these people? Wow.
I was like, oh my God. And then those are the
I
same
don't know what to
people
say.
who will say, you read books, you can't learn nothing from books. What?
No.
Dude.
Like to them, money is supposed to be in between every page. So to them, they need to be compensated for where they spend their time. That's what they mean by
Mhm.
there ain't no money in books. I ain't never found no $20 no book.
Oh, dude, you were right about that. Can't
If
make
there's
money
not
reading
money in
books.
between the pages, if there isn't a one sentence hustle and climb that they can take out of that, photocopy it and go make $1 million off of, dude, these dudes ain't reading nothing. They're not. They can't do
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
Look, I'm happy about where I'm at. Dude, listen, man. We got to knock down this theory about the black man ain't got no friend shit. No friend shit. Like before I was breaking up, dude, listen. Nobody is going to allow you to not know the history of what's going on, come around, get all your stuff met, and just leave. I'm sorry. These people should be treated with absolute apprehension if you ever see these people near your group. They have to know the history. They have to know what's going on. Look, if they can pay attention to relationship arguments, if they can pay attention to multiple slave auction drafts from multiple sports, they can read this stuff. They just avoiding the information, man.
Yeah. But everybody hates black men, Albert. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't
No,
say
no,
that
no, no,
tagline.
no. Everyone hates Delta Novembers. That's
especially
what you should change
especially
it to.
black women, right?
Yeah.
It's like black women hate black men. I'm like, on what planet, dude?
It's like they on
What
some
the
give me the
fuck are
woman
they
first shit.
talking about?
That's what they own. They on some give me the woman first shit. You know what? I'll get my shit together. I'll read. Just give me some Keisha, and I'll do everything that you want after I get some Keisha. And it's like, bro, that's not how the world works, man. You have to be accomplished before you get anything. But to these personnel,
Yeah.
they don't care about that.
And
They
then
care
and
about
then they
being
want
compensated
to
right away.
get in their feelings. Dude, a successful plumber or a successful doctor, notice the similarity is successful. Nobody gives a
Yeah,
fuck what you're successful at doing. Just be successful.
I ain't never heard a doctor or a lawyer call themselves FBA. Ever. Anybody who has a significant level of accomplishment, I ain't never heard nobody say my family, my community, FBA, like none of this Delta November language, man. Never heard of
You
it.
know, you know what? You are absolutely correct because I have yet to hear in a professional black person, I'm FBA and AUS.
Never heard it. Never heard of it.
No, never heard of it.
Dude,
It's
well,
aliens.
years ago in a VA elevator, the VA Medical Center in Atlanta, this young kid, and I call him a kid, the motherfucker was a resident in Emory Med School, young black man, probably 20 through, whatever the age of a young doctor is. And he was doing his rotation in virology. So I get to talking to him.
Oh
I was
shit,
a
smart
patient.
dude.
I was a patient. And he had come in, he was doing his virology rotation, and I don't want to get too deep into it, but I had a bone infection, and they were having trouble trying to figure out what it was. But you know what? I was impressed with this kid. I'm like, well, are you gonna? I'm sorry, I said virology. It was infectious diseases. So I'm like, well, is this? Are you thinking, this is what you want to do? And he's like, no, I don't think so. It's just my rotation, dude. Wonderful guy, young black kid, dude. I was just fucking impressed that he was an Emory University med student.
Hey man,
Nobody
but
gives
flat
a
blackness was
shit.
holding him back though. Stanley,
Oh
flat
yeah,
blackness and the
right.
gynocracy was holding him back.
Do
How can
you
he be
know
doing all
how
those things?
hard it is to get into Emory Med School? The motherfucker's a
Yeah,
genius.
Yo, the
I mean, like
The
the law
Monahan
thing is
report
one
got
thing. The med school is a whole different category all to itself.
Yes.
yeah, man.
But you
It
know
was
what? You know what? I seriously don't think that dude's on YouTube listening to DJ Hamp.
Oh no.
uh,
All the successful young black men, they're not listening to this bullshit. They're out being successful.
Yeah. but there's a strong Delta November contingent that needs to be, you know, distracted from things that are going on in society, man. So you got to understand that these personnel want to be in this situation, and they have to understand that they find these individuals to waste their time with. Like these people wasn't even existing 2, 3 years ago. They just keep finding more and more people to waste their time on, and then want to complain to everybody else when nothing's working for them. Crazy,
Yeah, but the
absolutely
weird
insane.
thing, this is what truly amazes me. All these motherfuckers are over 35.
Yes,
It's
they
like
are.
nobody young, no actual YNs. I'm not even using it as a pejorative. Dude, young people aren't listening to these old fools.
No. They have invented young fools, young boomers to actually look. They invented boomers to complain about, except for they're part of the same generation that they're a part of.
Right.
Oof, oof,
Right.
oof.
They didn't have a boomer to complain about, so they made one from scratch.
Yeah, yeah. Someone said I have a boomer mindset. So I'm not a boomer, but I have a boomer mindset. Dude, I'm
You
retired. I don't give a
yeah,
fuck.
yeah, yeah. But did you give a YN something though? Did you pass something down to a random YN that you didn't know? And if you
No,
didn't, you
my
have a boomer
son.
mindset. Yeah, but what about the YNs though? That's what the
Dude,
YNs
well,
think.
here is the brutal truth that a lot of these guys, I don't give a fuck about them.
And look, they don't care about you either. That's why they have
Right.
their hands out. And when you can't give them nothing for free, they just go find somebody else to do the hands out. Oh, okay, you didn't give me anything. All right, well, I'm just going to sit here and be on my pity party until somebody compensates me for being weak. No, not how it works, man. Nobody is going
Well,
to
the deal
airdrop
is
you some 10
I
out of
have
10
a
woman.
son and I have three nephews. All I think the oldest might be 21. Dude, those are the four quote YNs I'm gonna help.
Yeah.
That's
Listen,
enough.
man, there are plenty of people who I help. The only thing you have to do is a couple of things. Let them know that this circumstance is temporary. What you think is success isn't even part of the program. The moment you get out of this, the sky is the limit. As much time that you spend, because this
Mm-hmm.
socialized complaining shit is something that's
Mm-hmm.
socialized. It's
Mm-hmm.
socialized by older, ancient black people in
200%.
in specific, and black men in general. There's like these living with their mama ass dudes who are stuck in these communities and can't really leave. These dudes have full access to most of these children in the community. And they want to break their spirits and stop them from participating in anything so that way they can have somebody to hang out with. On some it more stuff. That's what it is. Modern day buck breaking. They didn't want to fill your head
Yeah.
through all this relationship trauma and drama so that way you can kind of get your stuff together and run face first into somebody that you shouldn't be dealing with. And then the
Mm-hmm.
moment that you do deal with it, it's everybody else's problem but your own. Man, do leave them dudes out there,
Mm-hmm.
man. Leave them dudes out there. They don't need nobody's help. They just need to grow up and be more responsible. But look, a lot more other people want
But
to
why can't
want to send
why
it down there.
can't blacks be more like the Asians? Like what the fuck? Dude,
Like,
it's a totally different, they don't have the history that we do.
look,
You
listen,
need to know the history and your questions will be answered.
look. What Asians do with their Alpha Novembers, what they do is they take them to the worst area of town. They rent them a house. They give them a shitty Honda Civic. They pay for them a whole bunch of video games, and they are the hell away from all the other productive Asians.
Dude, they're out doing Uber.
Yeah, those people are not nowhere near productive like people who are going somewhere. Dude, Asians don't play that. And here's the thing: there's no such thing as an actual entertainer or actual psychologist person who would go around spreading nonsense to the general public. No one would do that. No one would do that.
What did Big J fall asleep?
Oh yeah, I'm still here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm here.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Uh, yeah. Uh, yeah. I guess MOT left. So yeah. I'm gonna.
Well, that's
Yeah.
fine. I'm gonna go live probably in the next hour or so.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you
Okay.
like I said, you got the political, kind of juices flowing. I was actually not gonna even do a show or but this is why I like running into you and MOT.
Hmm.
Just some of the problems that are self-generated. Dude,
Right.
America is very racist, but this is 2026. If you do the right things, you can avoid all the bullshit. You just have to stop listening to people who don't know how to navigate the problems.
Right.
There is no, honestly, I don't think there's a problem between black men, young black men, and young black women. And if there is, you need to know what the problems are and you need to avoid them.
But like for me, I think the problem, between men and women because of the, people not creating families. There's,
Mhm.
the whole, nobody getting married. I think I believe is the lack of economics and you know that there is people not having enough sustainable income to create families, and
Well,
I think
I
that's the.
agree with that, but it's
Uh-huh.
not just a black problem. It's not a
I
young
know.
black person problem. But
Hmm.
here's the deal. And see, this is where, you know, I know because I do news, politics, I keep up with this shit. Dude, my son, I, you know, my father, my brother, and me sat at a Christmas dinner table last week, talking to my son about, hey, you know what? This is what you need to avoid, et cetera, et cetera. Now he's real lucky to have a whole bunch of, black men who are all grandfather, uncle, father. He's luckier than most. I will admit that. But the thing is if you know, you gotta be informed. If you know what the problems are, you've got to navigate them. That's life. There are always
Hmm.
going to be things that are problems that you need to avoid. It is a problem, but it's not an insurmountable problem.
Right.
And
Right.
these people just want to pretend like, oh, educated women, the hypergamous women, oh, they're a problem. No, motherfucker, be what they want. If they want a man who is, quote, high status, be a high status man. It's not impossible. And it's not too much to expect, in my opinion. Why would a woman want a bum?
But do you think those some women are too high standards?
Absolutely, they are. However,
Yeah.
don't date those women. You will meet them. You might you might date them for a month or two, but if they're not your, cup of tea, don't think that you're obligated to force her to be something she isn't. If she's an asshole, move on.
Hmm. Hmm.
You're not you're and the last thing you want to do is to use an old-fashioned term, knock her up. Once you do that, you are connected to her forever. Don't fuck up. Leave yourself in a position where, dude, I've dated women years ago that no, this is not what I want. I'm going to walk away, and that's that. Women are not
Right.
obligated to accept you as a leader, but you're not obligated to correct her attitude. If she has a bad attitude, and dude, I once had a girl that I dated way back when I was living in Norfolk. I think I was maybe 24, 25, and she made the statement, you know what? Any man who she basically said, if you're gonna be my man, you're gonna spend some money on me. And you know what that told me right then and there? Yeah, I will take this as far as it goes, but this will never be serious. You don't fucking tell me what I'm gonna spend my money on. And if you want any man of yours who's gonna do, dude, you're not my boss.
You see, like women like that though.
She didn't know
I
it.
don't
That
take
was the
serious.
end of the relationship right there.
Right, right. Women like that, I don't take serious. Now back then, if you tell me you tell me something like that, um, you know that's part of the reason why I gave up on dating for a very long time.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, because I keep running into women who say that dumb that crazy shit, and I just like okay. Now, mind you, I'm in my 20s, I'm in my 30s, right? And I keep running into those who do that, and yeah, and I get it. It's discouraging,
Well,
but
see, that wasn't
you
even
know,
discouraging. They're more dude. There are plenty of women out there, even if there's a shortage, even there. And Big J, the reason I'm a little bit of a romantic on this, I had kind of gotten to a point. I was 38 when I met my wife. I'd literally gotten to the point where I was like, well, I guess I'm just going to be one of these stereotypical old bachelors. I'm not meeting women now. Some of the places I chose to live, like you don't fucking move to the top of a mountain in the Blue Ridge Mountains and expect to be a huge dating market.
hmm
However, um, you know what? I met my wife totally by accident. So there is someone for everyone. That I'm that kind of rom-com fool. You'll meet the right woman.
hmm
It's just not going to be real soon. But if I can meet someone at 38, and I'm a prickly person, I tend to piss people off sometimes. My wife would just roll her eyes and go, "Yes, dear," and walk off. It's like, dude, I love you, but I'm not taking this bullshit seriously, and walk off. That's
hmm
the kind of woman I needed. There is someone for everyone. So, don't give up till it's time to give up. This
Nah,
bullshit about
I'm in my
I
40s.
need
I'm
to
kind of done. I'm in my
eh,
40s. I'm kind of
you'll
done.
be all right. Dude, I was 41 when my son was born. Don't give up the ship. It hasn't sunk
Okay,
yet.
okay.
And this is old man to young man advice. It's, everyone has an opinion, but I've seen it. Dude, I've seen it happen. It happened to me. Never give up. Always be open. If you like a woman, um, act like you like her. She'll notice.
hmm hmm Yeah. So
And look at Shiesty Bum.
yeah, yeah. Broke men don't serve no woman. Yeah, yeah.
Well, then the point is not to be broke. Then Shiesty.
Right.
It doesn't. It does. You don't have to be a millionaire to date some woman.
So, yeah, but Stanley, I'm gonna get on off though, and
All right, I
I
enjoyed it, Big
appreciate it.
J.
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate it. So
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Well, I'm gonna go
But
live in a bit, so those who wanna drop by. It's just going. It's a pop up show. It's just gonna be nothing but BS. But
right. So
it is what
I,
it is.
I'm just going to check on these animals, and then after that I'm gonna go to sleep. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
I've been up all night. So yeah.
Get
So
some rest. I'll talk to you later.
yeah. All right then. Yeah, it's Friday too though. So yeah. So yeah. So anyway, I appreciate it to MOT, Queen Sun Kiss, Stanley. I appreciate y'all for being here, and I wish what happened on that last live stream did not happen, because Sharon was up here talking shit, and I was going to come at him. But anyway, that didn't happen. So I see the person watching me on Twitch and the person watching me on YouTube. So yeah, I'm gonna get off of here, and I'll see y'all next time. And I'm out. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.